So today we're gonna be talking about plastic surgery. Yeah! As you can see in the title of my video, this video is about my BBL journey and what I went through in the whole process. So just a little disclaimer there before we start with the video. If you're somebody that doesn't like plastic surgery, or if you're somebody that doesn't agree to it or doesn't have any positive things to say about it, you can just exit the video, because this is a video to help people, to help other women that are thinking about going through the same process, or that they want to know, about the process itself. So let's get started. Well, first off, my name is Pat. I don't think I have mentioned my name in the other videos. I'm 32 years old, and I lived in Costa Rica, and here is where I actually got my BBL. As you can see in the title, my BBL was a lot less than what it usually cost, and that's another reason why I decided to do this, because I wanted to do this from a long time ago. I'm gonna talk a little bit more about my background. I have always been a skinny girl. I've been always slim. I have a shape though, I have my thighs and I have big hips. And overall, my body is fine. I don't have any problems with my body. I didn't have it before. I don't have it now. However, I always wanted to get more volume in my, my booty part. Not necessarily that I'm flat. No, not at all. I have my booty and I think it's good. It's just that I didn't feel it had a lot of projection. Like, like when I'm on my side, I didn't think it was like, it didn't have the one curve I always wanted. So I really wanted to get the BBL. It's just that it was expensive. I mean, let's be honest. Like, even if I go to another country, it would still be expensive. Like, here in Costa Rica, prices are like, I would say $4,000 to $6,000 for the BBL. That's what most places charge. And in the States, it's ridiculous what you pay for BBL. And DR is like, yeah, it's just kind of like 4,000, sometimes you can get it for 3,500 maybe. It's still a lot of money. I didn't have the money, and even if I had the money, I was like, I don't know if I want to spend that money. Anyways, that's something I just had in my head, and I mentioned it to one of my coworkers a few months ago. Like, I was like, because I always watch this type of videos on YouTube, like surgeries, and I was like watching the BBL videos, and I was like, damn, I really want to get that. So I mentioned it to her, and then one day she came in the office, and then she's like, oh, Pat, I found a clinic actually, and they have a promo going on right now. And I was like, really? And she's like, yeah. And then like she showed me their homepage. It's like a Facebook, right? On Facebook. So I went on Facebook, and I started looking at all the pictures, because they have like bunch of like before and after pictures, and those are actual patients. Like, they say even if you want to talk to them, like just as a reference, you can you can contact them, because they agreed to be on the homepage, and and talk to people about their experience. So I was like, huh. And then when I checked on it, it was it was so cheap that I was like, there must be something tricky here, because I mean, it was $1,500, and that includes 6 areas, the transfer to your booty, and then 10 massages, and the anesthesiologist. And I was like, how the hell is that so freaking cheap? And I got curious, I was like, in the beginning, I thought that there wasn't a scam, because obviously, like, if you see a $4,000, $5,000 surgery, and then out of the sudden you see a $1,500 surgery, which is the same surgery, you're like, okay. So I didn't really call them right away, because I was like still skeptical, like, I don't know. And then at night I was just like, like rolling in my bed, like thinking like, should I call them? Should I go and see what's going on? I decided to go. I decided to call them. Next morning I woke up and I called them, and I'm like, yeah, I would like to know about the surgery, and they gave me a appointment, and the consultation is for free. So I went to the consultation. When you walked in there, the first thing you see is the front desk ladies, and they all look amazing. When I'm telling you guys, they look amazing. Like, they have these tiny waists and this big booty, and they look like models, and I'm like, damn, these girls are looking good. So maybe, maybe it's true. Maybe these people is for real. And so when I walked in there, I first walked in the run section of the clinic. I went in the part where they do the lymphatic massages. And there were like 5 ladies that got the procedure done. And they were like there waiting for their massages. And they all look amazing. Like all of them, they look great. And they were like talking about it. And I was like sitting there like, damn, so these people really, like, they're for real, And then they just told me, oh, did you get it? And I'm like, oh, no, I'm planning on getting it. And they were like, oh, really? And then they were talking to me about it. And I was like, okay, this is it. That convinced me. Because they didn't know who I was. And I didn't know who they were. So it's not like the clinic put them there for me to see them. I mean, I made a mistake. I walked in the wrong section and then I saw them. And I was like, wow, yeah, they look great. So I was even more excited about going and talking about it and finding out. Okay, so I went to the right section, where actually you talk to the doctor. And the first appointment, you have to talk to one doctor and the owner of the place. And so basically you go there and you tell them what you want. I told them, oh, I'm interested in the... they have the promotion. It's called 6 for 1 plus transfer or something like that. And I said the name, and then I said I'm not necessarily interested in a liposuction because, as you can see, I'm very skinny. But I do want to get a transfer. And so they explained to me the process, what is involved, this and that. And then they said, the thing is that you're too skinny. Like, we need fat in order for us to put it in your booty, like, and you're too skinny right now. And then they said, if you want, you can do a down payment, and you have 3 months to redeem them, and then you can gain weight, because the way you are, they're like, we have to be honest, we can't do it like that. So I was like, God damn it. Okay, well, and so at the moment I didn't have, the $1,500. So what I did is I gave them a pay down for $200. A down payment, I'm sorry. A down payment for $200 to secure my spot. And then they told me, okay, well, now you have to go to the front and you need to request the list of the labs that you need to bring. And also, whatever, we need for the surgery. Basically, what they asked me, well, I went to the front and then I asked the lady, and she gave me this sheet with, it's called the women's package. They have like tights with a lab that is there. So you just go and do your labs, and then they send the results to the clinic. Now, if you want to do it elsewhere in another lab, you can go and do it. But I did it with them because it was easier. So they gave me the list, and they also gave me the number for the lady that sells the faja, the garment, and also the table. And they told me that I needed to take the test, the labs, and then send the results. And then once they have the results, they can give me a date. So that's what I did. I went ahead and did my labs, and then I sent them the results, and then I scheduled an appointment with them. And this was back in April. Then I had my appointment, I think it was late April. I went there, and, I had the appointment with the doctor, and she was like checking on it. And then she's like, there's a problem. You're low in iron, and your emo is not that great, so we need to get your emo up, we can proceed to, do a surgery if your hemo is not right. And I was like, oh God, come on. I was like, at the moment I was kind of frustrated because I just wanted them to give me, my surgery date. I just wanted to get it done. And I wasn't expecting, her to tell me that my hemo was bad. So she's like, I will send you these shots. And it's like, there were like 5 shots that I get for 5 days, consecutive days. And she's like, and so I'll see you next month. And I was like, next month? And she's like, yeah, because it takes 22 days for the, for the iron to really, stay in your body, whatever. And I was like, oh, fuck. Okay, well, whatever. And then she's like, and also I need you to gain more weight because you're still skinny. She's like, last time we talked about it and you said that you were going to gain weight and you look skinnier than before. And I was like, yeah, I actually lost 5 pounds. And she's like, okay, well, you need to gain those 5 pounds and get an extra five or more. And I was like, all right, okay. Okay, this is the thing with me. And this is what I explained to her. I have a hard time gaining weight. For real. Like, that's my struggle. My struggle is to gain weight. I can't gain weight. Like, I have to eat outrageously to gain some weight because I just don't store fat, and that's it. I mean, I'm slim. I mean, I was frustrated because she's like, you have to gain weight and you have to, obviously I can't choose where to gain weight, but she's like, the fat that is good is the one that you have in your love handles and in your belly. That's the good fat. That's the fat that will stay in the transfer. And I was like, can you just take it from my legs and my arms, whatever? She's like, yeah, we could do that, but the one that is good is the one in the love handles and the belly. And this is the thing with me. I never, ever, ever store fat in my belly area. Ever. Like, ever in my life, I've ever had a belly. The only time I had a belly was when I was pregnant. And it didn't last. I mean, I had my baby, and a month later, I was like flat, like if I never had a kid. So I was like, lady, I can try to gain weight. I can try to have a belly. But I can't promise it because my body stores the fat wherever my body wants, and my body doesn't store in the belly. She's like, just try, just eat whatever you want, eat fatty stuff, get a supplement. And then she gave me a prescription for a supplement, and I bought it. I don't remember the name right now. So I was like, okay, whatever. I have 1 more month to gain weight. And I was like continuously, like from there, I was like just eating crap. I was eating French fries, not lying, every single day eating French fries and eating greasy stuff, bread, sugars, chocolates all day. I'll get up at 3 in the morning and have a freaking like pizza or something greasy. And I was like trying hard to gain weight. I did gain weight, not gonna lie. And this is the thing with me too. I'm tall. I'm 5'7", And back when I went to the surgeon's office, I was waiting. I think it was like 128 pounds. I think I was fucking slim, and I'm tall. So and then now well, after that, I started gaining weight, and then I actually gained 8 pounds. Which is okay, like it wasn't a lot, like they wanted me to, like I wanted to gain more. I was like, the more I eat, the more booty I'm gonna have, and I was just like eating and trying to like eat all the time, and I had my freaking station at work full of snacks and shit, and I was just like continuously eating, and people was like, what the fuck, why are you eating so much? And I'm like, because I need to gain weight. So I was getting kind of frustrated, and I even got more frustrated because since I was eating so crappy, I got sick. And I got a stomach problem, and then I was like shitting my pants, and then I lost the weight again. And I was like, oh my God, this is just not gonna work. I will never gain the weight they want me to gain. Anyways, long story short, I went again, in the appointment, and I asked the doctor, because I didn't talk to the surgeon, right? I was talking to a different doctor. And I told her, like, is it possible for me to talk to surgeons so she can tell me if they will be able to do something with the fat I have? Because if you guys are not going to be able to do anything, like if what you're going to transfer is going to be so little and it's not going to make any difference, then I'm not going to do it. Like, I'm not gonna do it. Why would I put myself to that? I don't even have that much fat. I don't need the lipo. Like, I'm doing this for the transfer. And she's like, yeah, sure, you can talk to her. And then like she came over, and I stripped down, and she's like, and I told her like, oh, I just want you to be honest with me, and I need you to tell me if it is possible that I have a BBL, and then that I'm gonna have some changes, because if you're gonna tell me that the fat that I have is not enough and it's not even gonna be noticeable, then why would I even do this? And then she's like, okay. And then I show her, And she's like, and then she's like grabbing me up here, and I'm down here, and she's like, yeah, I think we can do something nice. Like, she's like, you're not gonna have a big ass booty, you know, like a bomb booty.